fellow Nigerians, we might not be born of common blood, but we are born of common purpose to be the leader of the black race. And God has given us everything to accomplish this. Good land, large and arable, large body of waters, good weather conditions, large population, especially a large youth population, fascinating cultures, great brains, most importantly, the most excited and ready to follow citizens. My compatriots, we might be many peoples, but we are one great nation. It is important to remind us that it is in our own as a nation that your own as a people is secured. Great nations are built by great people and made up of great people. Please do not allow your people, do not allow your ethnic stock to become the weak link in the chain that holds our greatness. We Nigerians must stop despising this good, beautiful land and be grateful to God for giving us so much so that his anger will be lifted from us. Or how can a people be very ungrateful to God for giving them so much? We should copy America that set aside a day to thank God for bountiful harvest since 1632, when Governor Bradford signed it into law. How can a people be very ungrateful for getting so much from the Creator? Ingratitude makes people blind. So blind that they could stand on gold and not see them. Ingratitude makes people stand on ripe fruits while they are reaching out to pluck the unripe ones. It makes people to eat and complain while the ones in their mouth will be falling out. Ungrateful people steal and steal till they wouldn't realize when they steal from themselves or remember why they started stealing in the first place. That's how horrible ingratitude is, and that's how far ingratitude has brought Nigerians to their knees. Nigeria is a land of aquatic beauty and splendor, filled with hills, valleys, mountains, with exotic flora and fauna. But a lot of Nigerians have lost the vision of the good and beautiful land, and instead they are seeing giants, marginalization, separation, war. Just like the 10 spies who never made it to the land flowing with milk and honey because their report was contrary to God's plans. I want to remind you that out of the 12 men, only 2 entered the land because their report agreed with God's plan. This same ratio is working in Nigeria and indeed in every nation. As it were, so many people want miniature nations of their own, broken out of Nigeria, because they have lost the vision of a big and beautiful Nigeria. Yet, in the same Nigeria are few men and women who see great and bright future for Nigeria. I urge the Nigerian youth to pick up their lost vision. I urge you, my fellow compatriots, to stand up and take up your space and go to work. For work is the only tool that God gave to man with which to subdue, to replenish, and to rebuild the earth. When you work, you destroy poverty. When you work, you create jobs, you create wealth, and then you stabilize the economy. Yet many people are waiting for jobs, whereas there is work everywhere. Folks, treasures are found in the deep, out there in the fields. The G8 nations are all examples of hard work, of people who sought for treasures in the deep out there in the field, and they are controlling the rest of the people. Should there be any nation, or is there a nation that desires to join these very ranks of developed nations? You must work. Work is a spiritual thing. It's when you see it that you can do it. So I want to ask you, fellow Nigerians, what are you seeing? Are you seeing a big and beautiful country, or a country that cannot work because you have lost your vision and focus and have lost the drive to work? Let me bring you example of Joseph in the Bible, who excelled in Egyptian economic sphere because of his insight into the future and because of his work of massive food storage to save mankind from hunger. What are you seeing? What are you thinking? What are you saying? And what are you doing about Nigeria? What you see is what you think. And what you think is what you say. That's what you do. And eventually, that's what you will become. If you see giants, you meet giants in the land. If you see a great future, you will realize it. You enter into it. There is more than enough room for everyone. More than enough room. If only we would deploy our strengths and channel it to build and control our space as we labor to build a great nation together. If we work, compatriot, Nigeria will work. I ask that we put our hands to work. Thank you for listening. God bless Nigeria.